Good morning. Welcome back to another kiln opening. I am Denise with Dark Star Pottery, and I'm a little worried. I'm anxious to get this opened. The kiln's been firing to a cone 7. I have a manual kiln with a kiln sitter, so I wanted to do this fire to a cone 5, and it wasn't turning off. So I manually turned it off. I could not see the cones through the peephole. I didn't have them positioned properly, so I'm really scared. But we'll find out, because that's what we do here. Meat thermometer says 100 degrees, so that's good enough for me. I am going in. Cross your fingers. All right, well, this is very curious. This is the cone pack. 5, 6, 7. I mean, the 5 didn't. Holy cow. Okay. I see a refire in my. All right, those are a little hot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Well, okay. All right, so I did a couple of different things. There's some new glaze combinations, and I did some underglaze transfers, which I had never done before. So the underglaze transfers are either from Elon or Plum Island. Okay. See, now I'm worried about this, because then will this be vitrified? Okay. What I did with this one, and I did a test. Some of the transfers, I did speedball clear, zinc-free clear glaze on the top of the transfer, and some I left raw, because I wasn't sure. I know some people have had trouble with the transfers bleeding a little bit, although I did do the transfer at the greenware stage, so they had gone through the bisque. Anyway, we've got 1 coat of blue hydrangea in with 2 coats of obsidian over, and there's just a really, I don't think you can see it, there's a really, just a light speckle in there. All right, and then over the top, we've got 2 times blue hydrangea over all of it. And then 1 time one time night moth over all of it, and then a second coat of night moth from here to here, for a couple of reasons. One, I kind of wanted that gradiated look. Night moth is a more opaque glaze, and I wasn't sure if it was going to run, because it had a ton of crystals. But now I'm worried. I didn't even hit a cone 5. Is this going to be vitrified, or should I just refire it? Because if I do the leak test and it leaks, then I won't be able to refire, because there'll be water deep in the clay body. I have a market coming up in September, so I thought I'd do some fun seasonal Halloween-y things. Okay. Again, underglaze transfer either from Plum Island or Elon. I did this at the greenware stage. This one I did not put a clear over the top of it, and it feels good. I don't mind that. The glazes are 3 times Mayco's eggplant, in and out. Ooh, what's that down at the bottom? Huh. Anyway, Mayco's eggplant, 3 times in and out. Oh, and I didn't say blue hydrangea and night moth on the previous are both Mayco glazes, and then 2 times blue hydrangea over the top. I am thrilled. I was so afraid that the blue hydrangea would travel a little bit, but the and I wasn't sure if the eggplant was as stable because this is my first time using eggplant. Little select. Oh, well, I didn't do a very good job of cleaning up the bottom now, did I? Shame on me. So you gotta clean your bottoms. And you know what? I should have moved the transfer over a little bit. Okay, that's my first time with transfers, so I'm not unhappy about that. I did a soap dish. I still have that big order of 30 soap dishes, which is exciting. Just 2 times eggplant. 1 time on the outside, 2 times on the inside. That's a really pretty color. Another soap dish. This is just smoke. 1 time out, 2 times in. My new stamp. Good. All right, I'm trying lotion bottles. And I'm not sure if I've got the stopper big enough, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We've got 3 times sandstone, just from here to here. 3 times power turquoise. I have peacock inside, which I thought would complement the, my power turquoise was really, really thick, and I was afraid if I poured it, you know, and drained it, that it would be gloopy inside. So I did Mayco peacock inside, and you know what, it almost looks, it's a decent color match. So 3 times power turquoise. In the middle I put 2 times celadon bloom, and then just little swatches of Amaco snow here and there where they meet. Lotion bottle. So the trick will be, new stamp, if this fits. I have 2 different kinds of stoppers. I've got the cork kind, and then I've got the kind where you glue on the collar, the screw collar, and then screw them on. Shorter than I'd like it to be, but not too unhappy for my first attempt. I've got another one, and I'm not happy with the way this one came out. Oh, this is definitely going to be a refire because I've got pitting as well. Shh. Okay, little different shape. This is 2 times birch here to here, 2 times cordovan here to here, 3 times blue rutile, and then 1 time soft white over the blue rutile, just barely overlapping, and then honey flecks inside. I've got bubbling. Oh God, what the heck is that? Can you guys see this? And this is just on white Iceman clay from Kentucky Mudworks. So there's no speckles, there's no, that is, oh, and it's rough and it's sticking out, and I don't like this at all. So I will Dremel off the little blemishes, and I think a good coat of Honey Flux over the whole thing and back in, because I really don't like that. And I think, you know, I tried the soft white just for something different. I know I would have gotten a better result with Honey Flux in the first place. But you try and you learn. All right, so taking the shelf out. Five, six, seven. Again, it didn't even hit a cone. Thought, what? And it was on. All right, so my cone 6 firings have been taking between 6 hours and 15 minutes and 6.5 hours. And then I've been hitting the hot cone 7. So when this one hit the 6-hour mark at a cone 5 and hadn't shut off, again, I couldn't see the cones. I just panicked. I thought, oh my God. So I turned it off, but yeah. All right, well, here we go. It's all good. I love this. Okay, I've been inspired by Jane at Shoebox Studios. She did a whole bunch of really fun stuff getting ready for her medieval festival, and she made a bunch of potion bottles. Oh, I really like this. Oh gosh, is it too much glare? I had the garage door open, I had the garage door shut. I liked it better open because we have a beautiful morning here in Florida. I think it's like only 70 degrees, and it's, I don't know, 8:30 in the morning, and so it's beautiful, but I have a little too much glare. I'm sorry. Again, the transfer, I'm sorry, it's either Elon or Plum Island. This one I did on greenware before it was bisqued, and I left this raw. Okay, and I have cork stoppers like Jane had suggested with hers. So let me tell you what this is. It is 2 times Enchanted Forest over the whole thing. It is, and that's by Mayco. It is 2 times Amaco Seaweed here, and I left, you know, we know seaweed's a runner, so I did here, and then I left a space, and then I did here because I was especially worried about it running over this. And then I just did the seaweed really to here. So it did run. I mean, the seaweed was only to here. And I did oatmeal on the rim and then just on the edge of the shoulder a little bit. Oatmeal is by Amaco. And then I just did smoke inside, poured it in, swirled it around, dipped it up. Witch's Tears. I would love to see in the dark. There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Soap dish, just 2 times Sandstone by Mayco. I'm really trying to mix up the colors on those soap dishes. 2 times Eggplant, 1 time Blue Hydrangea. I like the way the Blue Hydrangea looks on the eggplant. That's really nice. Oh, well, this is quite disappointing. A little bowl with some chattering. And I'm not liking the color combination at all. All right, 3 times smoke in and out. I mean, it's fine. It just is like bleh. And then, oh, okay. So I have light flecks. I think many of us have light flecks. But I bought dark flecks. So I wanted to see. So what I did was I did a row of light flecks, dabbed here, right above this line, and then I did dark flecks above it. So neither one did like anything, but probably because, so what I'll do is I'll throw some, oh, and I missed a spot. See, that's what happens when you sit and glaze for 8 hours, right? Oh, I missed a couple spots. I was hoping the chattering would show up a little bit better. Anyway, we'll throw some light flecks on there and refire that. Cauldron, witch's cauldron candy dish. If I were still in my HR office actively working, I always kept a dish of candy. This it would be on my desk. So this is 3 times black engobe outside, just to here, from here to here. God, that looks beautiful. That is black engobe by Mayco. And then we have 2 times aurora green inside and then outside, and I overlapped the black engobe a little bit. I wasn't sure if it would change the color or the texture, but it went right over. So we have a bubbling witch's cauldron candy dish. So this, obviously, the glaze is fine. It's not going to be used for food, so I don't have to worry about it being vitrified. And so with the way the kiln fired it, it's fine, but I think that's cute. All right. So I've been working on those little wine stoppers. Refired the ghosties, because remember they had mascara run all over. I put a little bit of Stroke and Coat white cottontail, and it's better. Now they just have dark circles like I do in the morning. Oh, this one's not too bad. So they're better. They are better. Next time I will do it, because I used tuxedo, Stroke and Coat inside. Maybe I'll do obsidian. But those are going to go on wine stoppers. And then I did 2 more. Little gnome dressed like Santa, because you know Christmas is coming. This is Stroke and Coat hot tamale for his little jacket and his little cap. The little brim, I did 1 coat speckled vanilla dip by Stroke and Coat, and then I did 1 coat of cottontail over the top of it. I did, since I already had out the pink, the red and the white, I just mixed them together, because I do have peekaboo, but I just mixed them together for his nose, and we've got speckled vanilla dip for his beard. He is going to look darling on top of a wine stopper. Cute. And then I did a little witch's hat. Halloween is coming. So I gave her a little green face. And that is, oh shoot, which Stroke and Coat? I'm sorry. I'll put it down in the description. Purplicious on the band and tuxedo on the hat. I think that is going to look adorable on a wine stopper. Ooh, my big fingers are in the way. Oh gosh. Ah! Awesome. Okay. The only thing left in here is the that bowl. Oh, I want to thank everybody for all your comments about the bowl. Should I refire? Should I not refire? What should I do? And so I was crazy and I just said, you know what, we're going to, oh my Lord, what the heck? Wow, a whole bunch of kiln wash just flaked off. I think I mentioned the last time I'm having trouble with the kiln wash too. So it needs to be set. So here we go. Okay, I don't think I can fire it again. Maybe I can. This is much, much nicer. But I have this funky spot here. Okay, so you remember the last time there were really distinct bands. This was 3 times textured turquoise in and out. I did ancient jasper in bands inside, and then oatmeal in bands, and it just looked bandy. So I put a coat of honey flecks over the whole thing. I didn't do anything with the outside, but firing it again, really, that's really interesting. But I don't know what this weird, what that is. Maybe I drop, you know, when you're glazing sometimes, you know, maybe that's a splatter or something. I don't know. I don't know if I should leave it or try to cover that up, because I don't know. But I love this so much better than the bands. So those of you that said, oh, go ahead, throw honey flecks on it and do it, yeah, thank you. I would love somebody's opinion on what I should do with that, though. If I should refire it again. Because other than that, I mean, I'm way happier with, look at the colors. Wow. It's just that one dot that is really weird. Wow. That's it. All right, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and refire the mugs because I'm fairly certain if it didn't even hit a 5, that they will not be vitrified. And I'm not even going to do the leak test. I'm hoping refiring them doesn't create a problem with the decals because I think they came out perfectly. But your thoughts are always appreciated. I've new subscribers. Thank you very much for watching. If you have thoughts, comments, suggestions, go ahead and leave them for me. Thank you for being with me on this pottery journey. And you go out and you have a good day. Do something fun. And we'll see you next time.